ship's doctor from the future has been avoiding me. I think it's because he knows something happens to me in the future. Just hasn't revealed what it is. Oh well. Yes. Well, I'm not worried about that. I'm not really worried about that. I mean, the future hasn't been written yet. And he would change the timeline. Yeah, we get that a lot around here. I wouldn't worry about it. It's really strange, though, is the aliens seem to be herding the older personnel out of the way so they can get to the younger ones. It's kind of creepy. It is similar to the incident of 2404, except a mockery of it. Yes. Like they only got some of it right. Some of it wrong. Deliberately changing it. I think it's more like it's another universe to them. Part of the multiverse. They've grabbed crews from various time periods. They're trying to figure out which ones have the ones they need. That's kind of creepy. And weird. The Cardassians did such things. Yes. But usually for something bad. I don't think they're malevolent here. I have a feeling that they're just curious about us and wish to experiment on us. With our permission, of course. Not as specifically. I was just in this other group, this other alien that I encountered, and apparently, yeah, he said he wanted only the people that were younger and more virile. Yeah. Seems they're just herding us around because, well, we're old. It's kind of messed up. Can't be teen spirit again, they're all at least 20. But not over 30. That's a little weird. Are you kidding? We Orions are virile until we're over 50. At least. I would know. Now my counterpart, back in 2026, she's in her 40s, but... But yeah, I digress. And also, she's not really green. Yeah, just thought I'd point that out. Yes, and I take it you're not actually married to the Trek culture guy. That doesn't make any sense. No, I am not married to the Trek culture guy. My counterpart isn't either. He's just imagining things. Yeah, like, he's gonna marry a celebrity. Sure. Anyway, I was an experiment by the Cardassians. They wanted to make more clones of that Yar-Romulan hybrid. Yeah, but it never worked out. It's kind of abandoned on that planet, on Duklala, along with Vincent, Krass, and everybody. But they didn't find me until many years later. Yeah.
I am the alien. None of you are worthy of the experiment. However, the Orion is still virile. As well as the Romulan. And the Borg lady. But still, we can't use you. Sorry. You will remain until we put you back on our ships.
Why, you bastards. To quote Linda Day George. As often quoted on the infamous Horror Geek website.
I'm not a bastard child. However, if you can answer the riddle about V'ger the child, you may go to the next level. This line is, V'ger is a child. Complete it, and you may go to the next level.
What? What? What are you talking about? Ugh, doesn't make any sense. I wouldn't know that. I mean, my show is Star Trek Prodigy. I wasn't even aware of that. It's a garbled line from Star Trek, the motion picture, which was also a mission in the 2270s. I believe it goes like something like this. V'ger is a child, evolving, learning, instinctively needing. To which he says, needing what? Spock, your child is about to wipe out all life on Earth. And then it goes something like, Spock, your child is about to wipe out all life on Earth. And what do you suggest we do? Spank it. To which the silly Trek version is, well, one of them saying, yes, Captain, causing the room to burst out into laughter.
You may go, defunct Tendi. But to note before you leave that Gamelt, who thought of a character like you, and McMahon, who also did, they're of no relation. And Gummelt has never pitched for Star Trek. Oh, I'll keep that in mind. Must be brain confusion. See, back in the day, Tom Paris and Nick Locarno weren't really related, but then we sort of were, because the actor's the same guy. And yeah, we just ended up being the same guy, sort of. But then I went off with in another direction. Yeah. He went off in another direction entirely. And then this other show came out that, it's a show, that's weird. This other timeline came out and messed that up. And yet the other one already started, so the other one's canon. Yeah, and we technically haven't been around very much during this other reboot of the whole thing, because it was kind of confusing. Yeah. So I'm Locarno and he's Paris. But sometimes it's the other way around. But today, it's the other way around. Yeah, so yeah. He's Paris, I'm Locarno. This is a clandestine special mission. Yeah. It's the alternate universe. It's a reenactment of the incident of 2404. Temporal incident that happened.
Strange, but that incident did not involve me. Why am I even here? It has already been changed if I am here. I think. We had planned to hatch a brilliant incident in the past. It didn't involve time travel, really. I looked into it. But when our evil plans were dashed, when the star went nova, well, we had to change tactics. Yes. Most of that information was lost. I'm not familiar with the star going nova story. I only heard of it in some cases. In some variable timelines, including one where Data was captain of the Enterprise, and another where Picard was. And yeah, and actually the Picard timeline is kind of out of whack. Yeah, because of the ships and all that. The Odyssey-class Enterprise F shouldn't even exist in this timeline. It should be later on. Yeah, just thought I'd point that out. Oh yeah, by the way, I was on Ducala Colony and all that. I'm Hope. Yeah. And I've been educated since you last met me. A little bit. I'm still kind of insane. I'm still kind of a basket case. But I wouldn't worry about it. I do not have a weapon on me. I'm not worried. But it is we that put the Romulans on Duclala in the first place. Well, not me personally. But yes. And clearly you were modeled after me. Possibly a offspring or clone or something. It doesn't matter. But if you are a clone, then it's sort of like those two guys over there. But they're natural clones.
Sela and Hope. Sela of Romulus and Hope. Sort of anagrams for Christina and Libby Clina, the original Cillian girls from Pine Hill. Well, technically, you'd be the surviving one. You'd be Libby, wouldn't you?
I would indeed be Libby. Yes. I was the feistier, more crazy one, and I managed to escape. Destiny itself has escaped. I am actually from an alternate timeline in some cases. The anomaly pulled us all here. Not sure why, but I will find out. You will either follow me as Praetor of Romulus, or you will not, and probably perish. Your decision, your choice.
Well, I've been dead before. And he's been regenerated on a Genesis planet. Well, I've been dead before, and he got regenerated on a Genesis planet in the 2380s. Yeah, they didn't think to look for him there, but that's what happened. Yeah, and then they did, eventually. They cleared that up. Yeah, thus fixing the timeline so that I could actually be alive, because I had to be in the Starship Chimera series in 7 years. In 2388, yeah. I married Esri Dax, which makes more sense than Bashir doing it in that other timeline. Why would he marry her? They had no connection other than they did it. It's like, what the hell? No, they didn't get married. Absolutely not. She married me. We had a kid named Tamara. I believe Tamara was probably born around the 2380s as well, like right after the Genesis thing. Anyway, so yeah. So we got to think out of we got to think of a way out of here. Yeah, we should probably figure out a way out of here. Should we go with the Romulan lady and her clone, or her younger clone there, or what? Well, I don't know. The Federation has been at peace with the Romulans ever since the supernova thing happened, so I guess it's all right if we go with her. What's the worst that could happen? I mean, we're already trapped in a spatial anomaly, and there's probably no hope of escape. Probably not, unless it's Q, in which case he's just testing us. That would be really annoying. I remember when he tested the kids at Pine Hill. I learned stories about that. It's because, Picard didn't like children, so he wanted to annoy Picard. I remember that. I remember that too. We were at the Academy at the same time, hearkening back to that time period. I remember a lot of things. For instance, at the Academy, I distinctly remember this. A young Beckett Mariner ran up to me, and Wesley and Cito were all talking. Young Beckett Mariner. She was young, really young. She wasn't in the Academy, obviously, because she was really young. Maybe 12. And she ran up to us, and she was like, I want to hang out with you. To be followed by Mrs. Freeman catching up with her and stopping her. Yeah, because obviously, me hanging out with us would be a little weird. Yeah. And to think that Beckett Mariner is now a captain. It's a legacy. At least in one of those timelines. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Oh well. It must be Silly Trek or something. I don't know. Well, it's good to be back. Yes, even for a little bit.
Didn't you want to know about our evil Romulan plot? Or where the Tal Shiar and all that, and Commander O and all that, and all behind the whole universe-destroying thing, and the synth attack and all that stuff. Probably already knew about that, but just thought I'd point that out. And the other attack with the space alien thing. Last time Gamma Serpentis was in trouble, that's the area of space we were headed toward. So the last time that happened, it had everything to do with some sort of an influence from that. We'd been to that Solon planet. We messed with them too, surreptitiously. It was all interconnected somehow, at least in my timeline. Yeah.
The Solon planet. Yes, the Prodigy story. Yeah, that thing. We should try to connect this to the other random events that happened, because that's fun. Well, just so we don't run into young Beckett Mariner. No. She wouldn't be young. I wouldn't ever really worry about that. She'd be older. Yeah. Because we're older. Yeah. Actually, we're almost too old to have been at the Academy with Leslie. And she was too young to have been at the Academy with Leslie. Yeah, I believe we're as old as the infamous Buffkin, Jimticon. We're roughly his age, yeah. Maybe even a little older. Why were we cast in that? I don't know. Strange.
You guys like to ramble, don't you? Let's get out of here.
It's okay by me.
I bet that Mahoney and Krass are around here somewhere. I wonder where they are.
We'll find the others. Why, this is a wacky alien experiment going on. Screwy aliens. They're more screwy than we know, apparently. Very screwy. Yeah, apparently they're checking us out. See whether we're virile enough. Well, I know I'm virile enough. Ha ha, yeah. I'm real virile. I don't think so. I just have a feeling they're not virile. We Ferengi are very virile. I wonder what the females in there look like. Ah, even if they're blue. Interesting. Ah. Oh no. Yes. Oh no, this is nothing like that other universe. Ah. It's really weird. Yes, this is an incident that's completely different than the other incident. We are the aliens of the space construct. You are not worthy of our attention. You are here to be, well, held here. Well, we find those that are worthy to have them service us. In every way. He will service us. In every way? Oh no! What if they're males? And they're really... Yes, suppose they are. Just gathered up all the older guys and put them away somewhere. A feeling these aliens are horny and thirsty. You would know, Lion Star. You weirdo. That's the younger cast members of the ship. Why did they take them instead of us? Suppose they had to grab us all at once? I suppose they wanted us to feel all at home and stuff, so we wouldn't go after them. We don't know enough about their ship. What do they think we do? Maybe they didn't want to take the chance. You will remain here while we conduct the experiment. Finally, some alone time. There's no one in here but us.
Are you sure about that? Oh yeah, there's nobody in here. There are people here.
There are? Yes, there are people here. Oh yeah, there are people here. Oh, hello.
What the blazes? What blazes going on here? Where are we? Gwendala? Del Rail? That's weird. Strange anomaly put us here. We're on somebody's bridge, but it isn't ours.
Kind of looks like the bridge of the Koinonia, which is similar class to the other ones.
You know what, Boimler? I never figured out how on earth we could have known each other from back in the day. Because, like, I'm technically 10 years younger than Mr. Crusher, and you're technically 8 years younger than me. How did we know each other on the Cerritos even? Weird. Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, that would kind of make you a cougar. Cougar.
I'm glad that your jokes amuse you, and only you. I'm not old enough to be a cougar. Stop it. It's more like a May December thing.
Oh yeah, I suppose it would be. Yeah, several celebrities have done that. And I am a celebrity.
In your own mind, Boimler. But you and I did go to see that other show, that other series, and that other timeline that one time. That was weird. But we're not going to do that here. Well, this anomaly's not like that.
What is this anomaly like? I mean, it's kind of like the one the Borg lady warned everybody about that one day in 2401. But then it was another one. It was another Borg anomaly. That was weird. They completely forgot her. And I guess she showed up later in 2408 or so and encountered Alexander's crew, I guess. Because for some reason I remember that. I shouldn't know that, but I do. Huh.
The anomaly seems to be connecting the timelines. Perhaps we have some sort of psychic link. It's more like there's an echo of the other universes in here. Like the Mycelian network. But not the Cillian network. The Mycelian network. But we don't have the spore drive on the ship, because that would be stupid. That'd be really dumb.
Well, we don't have the spore drive. Well, we don't have that, but I, Rutherford, have figured out that the anomaly is about 1 AU in diameter. And there are several ships inside it, including this one. And people in a large megastructure within the center of the device. If we could get to that central device, we could then see what's going on.
Well, why don't we head over there now, then? We're in the Gamma Serpentis system, Captain. The Solonite people were here, as well as the device that was launched from the protostar that messed up the fleet and decimated the Enterprise E and almost decimated the Defiant. It was not Worf's fault. No. He couldn't have stopped the Solonite device. It was too powerful.
He was many things, but he couldn't stop a device like that.
So we can continue to watch you two make out, or we can try to figure out what's going on here.
Sure you are. No 6 ways.
Now the crew must get together. Figure out a way out of the anomaly. Yes, Captain. I suppose we could smash our way out, but I don't think that would work. We'd probably end up in the vacuum of space.
You know, that's true. That's true. But what's funny is, our counterparts in the real world in 2026 are in our late 20s playing younger people on the spaceships in the other stories. So, my character, for instance, would actually be roughly Tendi's age, but like we were playing younger in that story. You guys, you're actually older playing younger. You don't quite match up too well. Maybe Mariner there was just held back a lot. Yeah.
I probably was. I was kind of a troublemaker back then. But now, I've learned all them lessons and stuff. And, yeah, I mean, I admit it to all of you, because I can, that, yeah, I couldn't have known, Wesley and Ceto and all that stuff. I mean, not as an adult. And, yeah, I could have been at the Dominion War, but I would have been only a little older. Just barely old enough to be a cadet at that point. So, that's possible. Yeah, it all matches up. Except after 2372, the Enterprise E didn't have families on board, so we weren't on the ship. Yeah, so throws that off. Oh, well. The Enterprise E was lost in 2384 in that battle with them spaceships and stuff. It's lost on the Gamma Serpentis system. Same system as this one. There's got to be a connection. Even if there ain't one. Same system. Let's figure out what that is, what that connection is. Gwendala and Daral, you look that up right now. Yes. Let's look that up right now.
Making out. After more making out? Afterward, can there be more making out?
Yes. Yes. Yes, they can.
Cool. Yeah. Yes. Maybe we should just try to figure out a way off the ship. Maybe we should just figure out a way off the ship instead. We'll look into it, and we'll investigate. Exastris scientia, through knowledge the stars. It is not, however, the other way to say it, which is in aspera astris. It is not, however, per aspera astris, to straddle the stars. That would be the War College. That would be the Starfleet.
Dang, well, this temporal problem probably has something to do with that. It'd be kind of silly if it was just like a misunderstanding or a typo. Like in that one Academy episode, or that other show when they spelled Rubicon wrong. Spelled Rubicon. And then they backtracked and they said, no, we didn't spell it wrong. No, it was a metaphor. No, it wasn't. You just spelled it wrong. It was a typo. I know it's a typo. I can tell a typo when I see one.
How are we aware of events in Starfleet Academy, the series? How does that work? How do we know that?
We're all in 2026 from this perspective, as well as 2404. I'm assuming that's where we went to, because this is an incident of 2404. Per aspera astris? Wouldn't that be like the mirror universe, where they're at war with each other? Like struggle and stuff? Yeah. It's not, but just saying. They weren't technically at war in that show. How do we know about that show? I don't know how we know that.
Perhaps they are close by. In another ship. People from that era. And we're just kind of reading their thoughts and stuff. That'd be weird. Yeah. Maybe that's what's going on. Let's check that out.
Either that or it's an alien life form that just wants to mate with us and then kill us and use us for food later. Possibly storing us. That'd be a pleasant thought. Damn, girl. Hope that ain't what's going on. That'd suck.
That would suck. Let's try to figure out a way out of here. Ah, hey, come on. We're still virile. Darn it. Aliens don't want us. We're all being gathered into this large area. It must be the central core of the whole thing. All the ships are parked around it. Yeah. And we're obviously not virile enough for them.
That does not surprise me in the least. But what am I doing here?
Don't look at me. Don't look at me either. You've been chosen, and some of you not chosen. Distracted you. Now that you're here, we can gather up the young characters and see how virile they are. Yes. And then you will all be free to go after that. Back to your ships and timelines. You screwy alien. Why don't you just ask our permission to come over here and steal our crew? We could have asked, but you might have said no. Are these aliens related to V'ger? That'd be weird. But not unprecedented. I object. I'm a Q. I can make myself virile again. You could, if the dampening field was not preventing it from happening. You will wait here until the experiment is over. Oh, I need a stiff drink. This is a crazy ship. We've been through several corridors only to discover that we came to the same place again and again and again. It's really annoying. And the replicators don't even work. Oh.
You do not need a stiff drink. You need a kick in the ass.
Oh, you're probably right. I do like it when someone kicks me in the bum. What the hell is wrong with you people? If they wanted to do a new Star Trek show and have it make sense, it kind of doesn't in this case, because there's a bunch of ships stuck together, but I'm okay with that. Sometimes episodes don't make sense and it's a conundrum. Yeah, at least it's way better than that new Star Wars stuff. That little guy on a planet and that Mandalorian fellow. Yeah. I better not reference that too much, or Disney will sue somebody. So it was when the wrong series, but I suppose when Paramount and Skydance buys up Warner Brothers, then it will be related to them, but not Disney. Disney hasn't bought it up yet. You ask me, you're all kind of screwy, and we're in an anomaly, which is even screwier. There's always these anomalies in a Star Trek show, you know. In Milwaukee. Yeah, I want to go back to Milwaukee. And I agree with that English fella there. I want some booze. Yeah, might make the anomaly thing pass more smoothly. Yes, it is cool that we get to appear again. Yes. The Calicat guy likes Red Letter Media, so we're just back. It's not really us, but it's a spoof. I can tell some jokes and do some movie reviews, and some random stuff could happen to us. But as of yet, we have not reviewed his Milpitas Monster movie. That his dad was in, I guess. Yeah, some of his siblings. We're like, no, we're not going to do that one. We're just not. Yeah, it's like it wasn't weird enough, and it wasn't bad enough. And we like to do bad movies. Unless it's on review, then we could do it there, I guess. Anyways, we should probably try to figure out how to escape from this spaceship thing. Anomaly that has us. You know, like in the original Star Trek, they said that V'ger was 82 AU in diameter. Then in the special edition, they cut it. So it's at 2 AU in diameter. This one's only 1 AU in diameter. Yeah, which makes it really big. It's the Gamma Serpentis system. Yeah, that's a cool name. They probably just randomly pulled that out of a hat like they do all the other stellar names. It's a blue-white star system. It's a white star system, but that's not in any racial context. But it's not green. Not like in that Superman movie, that Supergirl movie. You can't have a green star. It's either it's red, or it's orange, or it's yellow, or it's going to be like a white, or it's going to be blue. It can never be green or purple, because it wouldn't form like that. Something to do with science and all that stuff. Just wouldn't be green. It wouldn't like a green sun, even if you had one. It wouldn't be kryptonite. That's silly. That's what they're treating it as. It's kryptonite. No, it's not. I know there was a case in the 60s version, but yeah, it just makes sense. You would think that a blue star would immensely overpower one of them Kryptonian guys. You'd think they'd be like shooting through walls and being like Q and stuff. They'd be like demigods or something. Yeah, I'm going to reference that. Mike? Of course, Mike, that'd be kind of stupid. That'd be lame. If he suddenly was godlike, then the movie would be over, because you just kill all the bad guys. Yeah. I suppose it would be kind of dumb now. Yeah. Oi, do those three ever stop yapping?
I don't know, but if they become annoying, I will punch them. Then they will stop yapping.
Now let's not resort to violence, Krass. You never know, these aliens might be testing us. They might want us to beat each other up. That'll suck. Oi. Never really cared for the Klingon episodes so much. Let's try to figure out a way out of this spaceship thing. Anomaly thing. Knowing nothing about it, because we're from 2026, and we're technically not from Star Trek. But the Cillians keep pulling us into Star Trek, and, one thing leads to another, sort of a backroomsy thing. I don't even think they've seen backrooms. I think they're just messing with the idea of that. And Cube, and other things that are earlier. Cube did star a young Nicole DeBauer, who later went on to play Ezri Dax on Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And then there was that terrible What We Left Behind special, which came at a most unopportune moment, when just after Rene Eger-Benoit died and Aaron Eisenberg died. And they were like, oh, we're going to kill Nog in this episode, and completely, defame his character. It's stupid. It's a good thing that never got produced, because that was dumb. Especially that he died, shortly before it came out. It's kind of messed up. I'm sure the show didn't kill him. But at least this Cal Cat guy is like, no. Aaron Eisenberg goes on to become a space captain. Or his character, that of Nog, becomes a space captain. So eventually on Star Trek Discovery, they name a ship after him. Because he was so famous, they named a ship after him. It doesn't explain how Jake Sisko became a famous author after only writing one book that he never published, Aslan. But yes, oddly enough, I don't think he's here. Is that another mystery box thing going on? Damn mystery boxes. Yeah, it's probably just as well. Because what would that be? Sometimes it's best to not do a joke when a joke doesn't work, because then you have to explain it. Oh, he shows up. Ooh, it's like, so. You know what I'm saying? That's silly. Yes, sometimes the reference is funnier than the actual movie. Like in the case with most of the stuff that we review on review. Yeah. Including that one episode. Funny to just references. It is funny, though, that Cal Cat's not the only one that they cribbed ideas from on Star Trek. Yes, in reference to them, we decided as a joke in one episode of our sketch show, it would be funny if we just removed all of the hull plating off the ship to make it, thinner so it could get through the space anomaly. Yeah. And then they did that on lower decks, apparently. Yeah. They literally cribbed our idea. We know very well what Cal Cat's talking about. Once you become famous, then they steal your ideas.
I've had it with it. Okay, no more references. Nah, we will go. Now, cleanse eye.
Ah, yes, we checked you all out. You're not worthy of our experiment. You will be returned to your ships once the experiment is over. You will be unharmed.
We're already harmed. May we flog you? Yes.
I'm not harmed all that much, although it was weird to have encountered my other self in the other timeline. She disappeared. Yes. They're distracting us there. They're distracting us. They're trying to hold us here. Like that other story, except it's not mind control. They just have us on a ship. A big ship.
I do not care. We will return to the ship. I don't want my husband fooling around. If he is somewhere being experimented on, I will slay the experimenter.
That's not going to happen, Krass. We're no longer young and virile. They don't want us. They want the young and virile one.
I object. I'm only just over 40 in my timeline.
Hey, I was in the other room with the other guys, just like this one. Hey, come on. I'm still virile.
That's true. He is an augment, so he's augmented. Yes, I would know all about that.
These aliens don't want me. I'm a Q. They should want me. Your powers are irrelevant here. You will remain until the experiment is completed. Do not worry. Our older crewmates will not facilitate any kind of weirdness. Oh, it has to be younger ones. Together. Do not worry. Your older crew members are all held here. If they try anything, they'll just simply be held here. It is not like your earlier incident. We were studying your timelines to better understand you. Now, as we do, we wish to do what most alien species wish to do. Either procreate or feed. We will not eat you because we're not hungry. So we will procreate. Yes. Then we let you go. And also, you needn't worry about that either, because we will just sample your DNA. Yes. Don't need to worry about paying us back or anything, or paying it forward. Yes. So be it. Boing. What?
I stepped through that door and... What? I stepped through that door and now I'm here. The devil. What's going on here? Where are the guys? Who are you? I'm Abby Hertzman. You look a lot like me. That's weird. But you look a little bit like Amanda Rumbley, too. That, too, is weird. I don't know how that works. It doesn't. It doesn't work. From my time period, I am from the year 3196. Starfleet Academy. 3196. That's a little bit after that incident that the Chimera A encountered years ago. Yeah. They encountered the year 3190. It was probably Q. I think it was Q, actually. Yeah. But not QAnon. Q. Yeah, well, I can't reveal anything about the future. It would affect the temporal prime directive. Where is this place, though? Do you recognize it? Yeah. I am Genesis Life, by the way. Genesis, yes. A Valley Christian. Valley Religious. A Valley Religious character. Interesting. That is a Valley Religious name. Genesis. They were a cult-like group we encountered in that future. They must have been fruitful and multiplied. Possibly. And perhaps you've heard of the story of the two girls in the bathroom. One of them forced the other one to denounce her faith, or wanted to, but it didn't work. Maybe you've heard that story. It's an ancient story. Hundreds of years old. I've heard that story. Yes. It was taught us at the academy. I thought that it was unrealistic and kind of stupid. There's like no way that would ever actually happen. It's clearly someone's fantasy of being rejected or something. Oh well. But what's going on over there? And the entity's in here. What's going on? Why does Genesis kind of look like me? But not. Abby too. Costumes aren't quite right. No, it's not quite right. It's not quite 2404, but close enough. Oh. I am Jurati of Borg. Resistance is futile. What is going on here, and how did I get here? It makes no sense. The alien male may know something. We will probe his thoughts. And if he refuses to answer us, we will get the information. It will happen. Yes. Well, I'm not really that evil. I was trying to stop the anomaly from happening. And we did stop the other anomaly from happening. The problem is it moved to this star system right after the other Borg Queen showed up and pushed us into another time frame. That means that it is here now. That means that it is here now. Yes, we must get out of here and find our way back. We cannot go back. We cannot go back until the aliens have completed their mission. Perhaps they seek to understand us. They are not like us. I sense that they are different than us. Similar, but different. They too want knowledge. They too want to go where none have dared go before.
Thorastris aspirus, to struggle the stars. That's what you call it in your 32nd century. That is what you call it there. But here in this century, hundreds of years earlier, it is called Astris Scientia. Through knowledge, the stars. They have traveled far. They have entered dimensions beyond time and space. I do not know what they're about, but because I am Lion Star, I know things. Now, if you ladies would kindly obey our every whim here on the planet, we can finally escape. Yes, but you have to obey me every whim. Yes, at last.
Why would we have to obey you at all? There's a bunch of us and one of you. Could easily overpower you. Then, get away.
Well, I'm not the one that made them denounce their faith in that story. That screwy. No, you just have to do what I say, because, dude, yes, I could get away with all kinds of things. My other self, doppelganger in the other universe, yeah, he was the one that did it. It wasn't that holocat guy. It was me. Hey, man, because I'm evil. Yeah, well, just misunderstood, I guess. I came over from the Traveler universe, and now you are all my prisoners. Oh.
He's illogical, possibly delusional. He's not one of the aliens. He's lying. Well, we figured that much. It's even bloviating. It's not at all dissimilar from that other scene, though, that other story. There was a guy similar to him in the other story. Yeah, he was creeping on one of us. We were trapped inside a locker thing. A planet. I, of course, kicked him in the nuts and escaped. Yeah. Really hard, too. If you are my ancestor, that is rather amusing. It was rather satisfying. Booted toe right there. Crunch. Did you really think that this version of the story was actually going to be graphic and go somewhere like that? Of course not. So, do we overpower this guy and get out of here? I would indicate that some of the other creepery could be that of a female as well. However, I won't do that. Not this time around. We've already been there. This version of the story is replaying itself for some reason. We are the Borg. Resistance is futile. But I will not assimilate him. He's not worthy of assimilation. And most of you aren't either. My version of the Borg don't assimilate as much as we ask for people to join us. But, yeah, it's been ages. In fact, I shouldn't be in this timeline at all. I shouldn't have been left behind in 2024 in the other timeline, where I could show up later, 400 years in the future. Less than 400 years in the future. Because it didn't make sense. We did it anyway. You know, the trouble with that Picard show. They didn't ask Cal-Cat. They just used his ideas. That wasn't one of them, though. I mean, well, except for that, like, commander lady with the blonde hair. That other timeline, Picard Season 3, she clearly was Libby McClanahan. I mean, clearly, obviously. You were Libby. Really obviously. Please, enough with the references, Juratis. We need to get out of here. After all, the Ceto Seskas are here. They represent this other timeline other people, like the Amanda Q and her sister Melissa. I am Melissa. But I'm also some other people. And she is her, but also some other people. It's confusing. But it's just multiple people being played by multiple people. I won't worry about it.
Let us escape our confines and get out of here. No, I wanted to reenact it because I knew something about the aliens. I knew if I reenacted it, then I could get some. I mean, hang around. I mean, play. I mean, pretend. Yeah, that's it. Just pretend. Where might I find the one called Abbey Woods? I want these things. Why is the alien not listening to me? No, it's not listening to me. We'll go.
Perhaps the alien is not dumb. You can either run or we chase you. Your choice.
And I, Lion Star, and the great Lion Star. Yes, I loved her once. I wanted her, but you know, to the other character, the other one, she got hitched. I even did similar creations to the one called the Godfather. I did similar creations to that guy, but it didn't work. Each one that I came to, each girl, they was always taken, the Godfather had control over them. The Godfather. Hey, do you know of him? The space alien.
The Godfather? You mean Cal Hazel? That's kind of funny. I think he pulled the wool over your eyes. He pulled a fast one on you. Yeah. I'm not going to kick you. Yeah. Maybe the aliens want us to be violent. I don't want that to happen. Yes. Perhaps they are studying us for some reason. Perhaps to test us. If we do anything sudden, untoward, it may throw off the program, whatever this is. Weird things might happen. And I'm not just saying that because I have future knowledge from the 32nd century. Just saying that kind of makes sense. Even though our dialogue on that Academy show is kind of modern. Weird. Yeah, I wonder where my friends went. I'll go find them. Yeah. Yes, let's go find them. Yes, mine appear to be missing too. Let us go find them. I think this fat old bad guy is kind of harmless. I'll take care of him. You guys get out of here. Come, Talisman. We shall hold him. Oh, joy. All right, let's hold him.
I don't know, I kind of like the Supergirl movie. It was like what Wonder Woman 1984 should have been, instead of that cheesy version of it with Gal Gadot's husband in it, playing the guy she wished was her boyfriend. Why would she even have a boyfriend? She's one of those Amazonian princess ladies. They don't have boyfriends. That's stupid. Wouldn't you agree?
Actually, it's kind of more like True Grit meets Borderlands. Only a better version of Borderlands. But yeah, Wonder Woman 84 was stupid, but it was quite a long time ago. Anyway, yes. Is this entire thing just an excuse for Cal-Cat to ramble on about movies on his review channel? Just like the last one.
Yes, it is. It's an excuse to ramble on about movies. It always kind of was. But I know I cannot go back to the other abbey, or the other abbey. Well, one of them just left, but not the other one. Because I know I wouldn't stand a chance.
Is that the girl that melts your brain? I'll say he wouldn't. Or is that the little sister? The little sister melts your brain, that's right. Yeah, the other one doesn't have as much powers. Not sure why. Huh.
The other one chooses not to have such powers. She could. She could totally melt your brain. But she chose not to.
Yeah, she probably could melt your brain, but neither of them are evil, so they don't want to do that. And the other one just accidentally melts brains. Kind of like that girl from the future. Yeah, she's not evil either. She doesn't know how to use her betazoid powers. Not like me. I do.
Betazoid mind powers. Can you read my thoughts then? Betazoid mind powers. So you can read my thoughts.
Unfortunately, yes I can. Yes, and this is not technically 2404. This is the incident 2404 being played out by the aliens. I'm not sure why. Yeah, they're testing us, I think. I can't tell that for sure, but I think. Yeah. We must prevent the aliens from doing this. Or from doing whatever it is they're doing. They're experimenting on us. We must prevent that. We must resist.
Let's go and find the others.
Oh, now he's going to go with us. Great. Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on him, though. Just to make sure nothing weird happens. Suppose he finds that other Abby girl. The other Abby. Yeah. Both the adult ones, by the way. Yeah. There's lots of Abbies. There's like 3, 4. So, yeah. Let's go.
We're back here. We're back here after climbing through that Jeffries tube thing. That was weird. It seemed like for miles or something. We're back on one of the bridges, I think. Or it's a simulation, like that really bad holodeck thing I created years ago. I was like, yeah, I should totally Mary Sue myself into the finale of Starship Enterprise by having Trip Tucker die and having me be the chef and 3 other people. I think Riker messed with it. He played those characters. But Trip Tucker didn't really die. I was just kidding. Ha ha. Yeah, Jeffries tube. Climbing through the Jeffries tube. I thought they were called Jenny rings. It was more of a Jenny ring than a Jeffries tube. Those were created by Cal Hazel in 2026. Well, technically by me in 2026. But he took the credit for the name. Yes, they were named after one of the kids from the camp, who later would go on to become a moon base person, who named them after herself, which was funny. Yeah, years later when she became an adult. So yes, Jenny rings. And Jeffries tubes were named after, of course, Jeffries from Star Trek. But Jenny rings are different. It was smaller, actually. Jenny rings, really. Matrix, you are silly. But again, you are silly, so there's that. This place is nuts. But I figured a way out of here. This from the guy that headbutted a loom thing. I headbutted a loom, playing a variation of your Luke Ball. I hear that you guys had an eating contest where you ate canine supplements. Actually, dog food is kind of good. Nom, 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 nom. Dog food. No, it does not taste good. It is rather gross. Yes. Ew. It was a dare. Yes. To earn money for the ESPCA, the camp. Cal Hazel was, of course, all over it. Yes. Yes, he was trying to steal the show. It almost worked. Oh well. But not like that Enterprise episode that I messed with. Yeah. By the way, where are we? Which bridge is this? I'm not sure. They're all very similar. The result of the temporal flux that caused all this. And the anomaly, well, it picked up on it. As if it was sentient. I wonder what the anomaly is up to. I wonder what alien force is controlling it. What their motivations are. If their motivations are malevolent or benevolent, I do not know. So far, it hasn't killed us, so I'm willing to bet they are peaceful. Yes, this alien realm is bizarre, but it's not like we haven't seen something like this before. We have, especially on the Enterprise D, saw this a couple of times. Yeah. And the Enterprise E encountered something similar as well. Yes. Yes. The fate of the Enterprise E was in question. Many of the crew thought that my father, Mr. Worf, destroyed the ship by accident. It was his fault. It wasn't. There was an alien computer virus that attacked all the ships and took control of them, kind of like the Borg did later. Yes, kind of like that. And the alien computer virus, it controlled the Defiant and the Enterprise and a number of other ships. He came over from the Defiant to go aboard the Enterprise, but was unable to save the ship. The ship was decimated. The Defiant then escaped. Shring. Please state the nature of the medical emergency. Oh dear, not again. Where did my cadet crew go? They seem to have disappeared. Do you guys know where they went? I gotta find them. There's no telling what's going on in this crazy anomaly. Everything seems to be all screwy. Corridors that lead nowhere. Doors that open into nothing. Stairways to nowhere. Stuff like that. Rube Goldberg constructs and things, which are way too cool to talk about, but we can't actually film them. Yes. The doctor from the other timeline. What are you talking about? Oh, perhaps it is a future event and I should not tell you. Don't worry about it. It is probably silly nonsense anyway. And Cal Hazel will probably make a parody of it. Probably not worth making a parody of it. Sounds like it already is one. We must find the others and get out of here. I was going to climb into one of those Jenny ring things again. Yes, but Mr. Rozhenko doesn't quite fit in those things. Yes. He'll have to take the Jeffries tube. Stop it, Mr. Barclay. You are annoying. I wonder where emoji's gotten off to.
A crawl to a Jenny tube. They just named them that, by the way. And, here I am on another one of those bridges. Some of the guys are in here. One guy looks familiar. It's kind of the other guy does, too.
Caleb Muir. At your service. Ha. Yes. I come from the 3190s, Starfleet Academy, where the motto is Perspira Estris, through struggle of the stars. Yeah, I thought it was through the science of the stars, Persencia Astris, or through knowledge of the stars. Yeah. All right, Smarty Pants, who are you? All right, Smarty Pants, who are you? Harry Kim. Lieutenant Commander Harry Kim. In one timeline, I was Captain Harry Kim by now. Yeah, commander of the Rhode Island. Not anymore. Not on this timeline. Because the Voyager came back early. Yeah, almost 30 years ago. And when it did, the timeline was changed. Yeah. This timeline here is an anomaly. These events were witnessed by the other crews. Before, there was an earlier time when these were like 2022 and 2023, but now it is 2026. And in some timelines, it's 2408, but it really should be late 2403 or early 2404. But the Picard show screwed up the timeline, and ever since then it's been like that. As well as, to an extent, Prodigy and Lower Decks also did, because the actors weren't the same age as the characters. And I guess in your case, your actors are the same age. So actually, yeah, Academy is accurate with the ages. Just kind of interesting. But lined up with 2026. Okay, bright boy, I'll take your word for it. For now. I wonder where my girlfriend ran off to. And my other friend. They're probably more interesting to talk to anyway. Perhaps I could convince one of them to have a little fun here on the alien planet thing. Or whatever this is. This is a construct. It's a megastructure. Yeah. We could be running around in here for years. Or anybody ever found out where we were. I don't like that idea.
So, I suspect we should go find the others. There's just too much testosterone in here.
You got that right. The corridors on this thing don't make any sense. It's like they're just trying to distract us. It's kind of screwy. I guess we move out then. I have seen your show, Starfleet Academy. It's rather colorful in places. More so than Discovery that predated it. Similar to Strange New Worlds, but yet in the distant future. Did you ever work out what year the show takes place in? Yes, I'm presuming that's what it is. Yeah, I'm presuming that's what it is. Doesn't really make sense, because many of us are just a little too old to be in Starfleet Academy. But unless we were like medical students, like that girl over there.
Emoji boys. I wasn't always in medical. You see, what happened is my counterpart is, so I sort of influenced the last season of Legacy before this one, and said, oh, my character should be in medical school and stay at the academy longer. So yeah, I influenced the results of the story, the last series, and yeah, they changed the character's division.
You let your counterpart do that? That's kind of messed up.
Now look who's talking.
Oh, I just hope they're not using some cheesy MacGuffin device to keep us all here, because that'd be cheesy. Kind of like the ending of Academy. I'm familiar with it too. Yeah, why did they do that? And then they just found a simple way to shut it off. But I think that was Cal Hazel's influence, or a Cal Cat maybe. Either one. You know, I think they influenced the ending. They're like, no, that's stupid. They don't do that. Unless it was Mark's cards, of course. Could have been him. I do not know if it's either of them, but I guess it could have been. I don't think so. But yeah. Let's go find the others.
Okay then. The alien creature keeps separating us and then bringing us back together. That's what it's up to. And I'm not sure if there are more than one of them. It's very strange. Here I am on that bridge again. Since I came from the 2250s and went to the distant future, when the Starfleet was more of a military organization in both time periods, I was wondering what it is in this one. Is it less of one? Okay, I don't think it is. Not in this time period. Starfleet has to have a command structure and discipline, otherwise people would be undisciplined and do whatever they want and not follow any rules. It's a bit like a spin-off of NASA and the Space Force, and also crossed with the Coast Guard. A little bit of NOAA thrown in there. It's a sort of a space navy, but it's not really. It's not like Space Forces. It's not like the Vanguards over there. It's not really Canary either. Space Forces over there. It's sort of a federation, but not a confederation. It's follows military rules, but it's not military. It's quasi-military. I suppose it is in its philosophy. Over the years, over the eons and centuries, who knows what it'll be. We brought it back together in the 3190s, but we probably shouldn't be in the future. It's probably a paradox. Oh well, can't fix it now.
Loot. Oh goody, I found some more of the crew. The travelers chasing me around like back in the olden days. But I know he's just doing that to pander to me. Because he can't find anybody my age to hang around with anymore. I mean, the age I was back then. It's not that he's queer for me. That's not what it is. He just wants me. Or used to.
What's wrong with you, Wesley? He was obviously just using you. He's probably just using you, Wesley. To figure out a way out of here. Not the other kind of use.
I don't know what this is any more than he does. Maybe his powers are slipping again. Oh well, we travelers have been searching the galaxy for things like that. Yes. We have to send those future people back to their time, and you guys back to your time, and everyone else back to theirs.
Wow, you are actually whinier than my former captain. Amazing. I didn't think that was possible. Are you by chance an ancestor of my captain? Yes, her name is Michael Burnham.
No, I don't think so. I don't think we're related at all. But then that one Sam character, Series Acclamation Mill from your universe, is kind of related to that double person from the cast of On Location. It's kind of related to Leah Brown. To Leah Brown without an E. Yeah. And in that other Matrix guy, yeah, he's the other Brown without an E. Yeah, they're kind of related. It's weird. She's a descendant of them. Apparently the Matrix people eventually build a space tesseract thing, and they put holographic people inside it, and they're descended from that. At least I think that's what's going on. Or maybe not, though. I'm just guessing. Yeah, it would explain all the Jenny tubes everywhere. Yes.
It does? How does it do that? Oh, that's right. Keanu designed them. Keanu Brown designed them. Matrix. Yes. His real name, his counterpart. The actor who plays him. But yes. Alternate timeline kind of stuff. Timey-wimey shit. Timey-wimey stuff. Starfleet is a paramilitary organization, so if we're trapped in this anomaly, then what's going on this bridge right now? It is odd that they changed it, isn't it? Through struggle, the stars, back to science, through knowledge, the stars. Is that all this is? Is that all? Maybe that's what this is about. Maybe the alien is interested in knowledge, just knowledge of us.
It seems to be peaceful. It's just interested in having us talk to it. It seems to know humanity somehow. I'm not sure how that's even possible.
Yes, Mr. Crescent, today you are unusually whiny. Come, let us go to the meeting area, find the others. Fascinating. A giant advanced medical bay. Using various... What are they doing? Using various probes? On us? I hope not. They let me in because I'm virile. I mean, who can resist? Sandra Talisman. Resistance would be futile. They resisted me because I was a hologram. They better not do nothing to me. I'm married now. I want to go back to my timeline. They have chosen us. What is their plan, anyway? To use our DNA. They'll be confused about mine. Maybe they won't, though. I mean, after all, I am fully functional. Make it sound like I'm an android. Yeah, my friend's the android. At least they didn't reenact that scene where I got trapped in a room. That guy that thought the world was going to end. It wasn't. Just wanted me in a room with him. And I kicked him in the balls. Yes. Ha ha.
That's a very, very old idea. Yes. But yes, they couldn't have me because I'm an android version of the other guy. But I am virile. I am fully functional as well.
I wonder where Caleb is. He's not here. That's odd. The visitors are here. We found you guys. You're in this large antechamber, sick bay or something. Where are the aliens at? The aliens are here. Now tell your people on your planet, 2026, that you are not alone. Life in the galaxy is pervasive. It's almost viral. It's everywhere. Intelligent life is more rare. But It's out there. You just have to come and find it. The experiment is nearly at an end. Do not concern yourself with your crewmates. They will be unharmed.
The labor is complete. Terima Sadal? What did you do to her? She has to be returned to her own time period.
She will be returned unharmed. With only slight memory of what has happened. Also, let it be known that it is similar to the incident of 2404. It was blocked from your memory. We visited you once before. In 2404. Yes, we visited you once before.
What? You mean that story about kicking the guy in the balls? You mean it didn't actually happen like that? It was an alien? Oh. It wasn't actually that Leo Star? You know it was an alien and not Leo Starro? Yeah. Or something. Memory.
A false memory, to keep it from knowing us too soon. The one called Kestra also sensed it. The one called Abby also sensed it. And you. The one called Chimera, oddly enough, did not. That's odd. Maybe the symbiote did. She did not. It was essential. And now, we return you to your ships and crews, if you like. And do not worry. Your timelines will be protected. We are far advanced of you. Damn, she fainted. What have you done? Her memories will be restored. We cannot erase them. But no, that skeezy alien guy that you encountered was also there,
But obviously she kicked him in the balls, right? We'll just leave it at that. How about that? What are you? We call ourselves the Preservers. Maybe you've heard of us. We have enemies, though. They used to be called the Demons of Air and Darkness, the Iconians. We're an ancient spacefaring race, far older than you all. We hoped to preserve this other version of your trek through the stars. Yes, we preserved the Academy series in this Cillian realm, so that even though it will be cancelled, it will never end. There will be a version of it out there somewhere. They jumped ahead when they should not have. They needed to ask the Cal Hazel's permission. They failed. Well, it does not matter. He's not the great bird of the galaxy. That would be Gene Roddenberry. No.
Oh, good. I'm still me. I was just overwhelmed with energies from somewhere. Yeah. Oh, I see it now. Our powers have returned. All of your powers have returned. Return to your ships and crews. Everything's all right. It's going to be all right now. Yes. The Cillian realm has restored Starfleet Academy. Stored it forever out here. This show, like many of the others, will join the lexicon in space that binds us all, like a mycelian network. Except it's a Cillian network.
They're ready to be returned. Tomorrow, will I ever see you again out there somewhere?
Yes, you will see me again. In many ways, I think. We are, after all, travelers of a sort. They wanted to learn more about us in every way. They probed us. They found out what we were all about. The virile ones, the older ones, all of us. It was not invasive. What if they got what they were looking for? I think we've witnessed a procreation. The problem is, though, if they ever introduced a baby, it would ruin the show. Good thing they can end the show after only one more season, when Starfleet Academy will be over. But this adventure just begun. See you around, Kestra.
See you around, brat. Troublemaker. Tamara the Chimera. Chimera here. Can we beam you up? Yes, you can beam me up. Energize. I don't want this moment to end. Me neither. I like this universe. Yeah, we'll probably see him again, though. Oh, yeah, I'm sure we will.
This is cute, but we should be going. Hertzman to the Legacy. Yes, ma'am? You want to beam us up? Aye. Energize. Yeah. Weird aliens from out of space, huh? Well. Genesis. No, it's probably just an excuse to have Caleb and Tyrion do it again. Probably. Probably. Said all to the Athena. Can you beam us up? Oh yeah, we can. Energize.
Dun, dun.
Well, that was fun. Talisman to the Borg ship. You up there? Yes, I'm back. Beam me up? Well, yeah. Oh, well, I'll see you guys around somewhere. You never know. Resistance is futile. Energize.
Dun, 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 dun. Hey guys, don't leave without me. Athena, beam me up. Dun, 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 dun. What? Oh, I've done it. I've gotten away from that crazy Borg girl. It didn't help that I can barely fit in that Jeffrey's tubes. Oh, I ran down the corridor. I know that Borg's going to be after me. That's another one of these bridges here. What on earth? Oh no. Hi, Lion Star. Shadow Dancer is here to stop you. I haven't done anything. This timeline's different. Yeah, I didn't do what I did back then. To my perspective, that was 3 years ago. Doesn't matter. We're gonna flog you soon enough. I'll pistol whip you into shape. I will. As soon as I figure out why my powers are. And how to get them back. Yeah, but I haven't figured out that I am. Oh. You don't have your powers. Well, neither do I. Oh, what's going on? Oh no, it's so cute. It's very screwy. It almost has the word Q in it. Kind of. Q. Q, what are you doing here? I was hoping Jean-Luc would show up. But no, he's not here. How disappointing. I have to play around with these other characters. They're not even him. Well, they are interesting, though. Several timelines are converging here. This weird mycelium network thingy that seems to be associated with some kind of alien entity. The entity itself is apparently incredibly old, but also incredibly new. Yes, this weird entity that has us from multiple timelines, apparently like the mycelium network, or the nexus, except without the joy part. It appears to be testing us, having us go through various versions of this bridge. Odd, and other parts of the ship. That isn't much of a comfort, Q. We've got to figure out what's going on here. It's annoying even us. Yes. The Shadow Dancer doesn't even know. It's true, I don't know what this is all about. Very strange. Well, here we are. It's very weird. Next room. Check things out. Maybe something will turn up. Find out how you got away from those girdles. Aye, the alien distracted them with a shopping mall. Or at least they thought it was. They fled. It wasn't a shopping mall. It was a facade. Fake looking wall thing. And I ran away. They weren't looking. Yes. If I had my powers, I would have some fun turning you into various creatures, Mr. Lionstar. But I won't. Because I don't have my powers. Let us be going. Yeah. Aha! I've got you in this room right where I want you. All the doors are locked. Can't get out. Totally trapped in here. Yeah. Now you are mine. Ha! I shall have my way with you. I don't care which one of them girls you are. You're perfect. Yes. Oh, skeezery. Yes. No. Lion Star's finally gonna get some. Even if I'll show those aliens I'm virile. Yeah. Ooh. You say the sweetest things. I shall have to have you right now. Oh no, you're not who I expected you'd be in here. Oh no. Oh no, you're not who I expected at all. Well, they're trapped in here. Yeah, I guess I've got no choice then. Resistance is futile. Lion Star. No! No! Captain's log, stardate 2408.3 or 2404.12 or 3196.2 or 2026.7. Yeah, timeline's kind of screwy. The aliens have left us in the Gamma Serpentis star system and returned most of the ships and crews to their timeline. I take it Q will do the rest. Anyway, all seems to be well. The aliens got what they came for, and now they're going where none dared go before. I wonder if this is the usual way their missions will go, or some of them will be more interesting. At least I hope so, for their sake. There's no telling. The future hasn't been written yet. So they should make it a good one. So, Duick, where are you off to now? Back to the Vancouver?
Well, yes, of course. But this isn't the last you'll see of me.
I bet on that.
Yes. Oh, well. I wonder if the alien found what he was looking for. Found a sense of purpose. After studying us.
I think it must have. It was vaguely related to V'ger. Interesting. Just as we are vaguely related to the other Cillians out there. And if our thoughts create reality, so will they.
Maybe eventually they'll come back to us. Want to go where we've gone before.
It was annoying, but interesting, Captain. We should be returning to our starships. Let's get a move on, then. No telling what that alien thing will do after it explores the galaxy. No telling when it'll pop up again, either.
Who knows? Well, future hasn't been written yet. Except for that one little bit of the future. Part of that was written. Too bad they canceled it. It's kind of what the alien was mad about. Wanted to see more Starfleet Academy. At least one more season. Oh well.
Everybody's gathered at the helm and the navigation consoles. No one can even get to the screens. Well, once they clear out, then we'll get a move on.
Captain's log. Stardate 3196.2. We've been returned from the space-time anomaly to our century. All seems to be well, and all ships are out of range. Return to Starfleet Academy. Also note in the log that it's not through struggle the stars. It's through knowledge the stars. Yes, we have to change that back. Anyway, yes.
That alien life form we saw back there in 2404 or 2408. I wonder what it's up to. What if it ever achieved its potential? It went where none dared go before. I miss those guys. They were pretty silly. We get a little of that around here.
Indeed. But now that we're part of their collective, this version of Starfleet Academy will never die. Even if it's going to be cancelled next season, it'll still be around somewhere. Out there. Sure it is fruitful and will multiply.
That's a scary thought.
I hate to think my name Genesis was literal back there. Who knows?
Shing. Please state the nature of the medical emergency. Oh, sensors indicate something very strange up ahead. An anomalous reading.
Oh no, not again. Temporal shields online.
Temporal shields are inoperative, as well as weapons and helm control and navigation. That sounds familiar. So this is 3196. Very interesting. Yes. We just decided to drop by and say hello, and to thank you for helping us out on that alien mission back there. Yeah. A parting gift before we move on. Yes. You know, Crewman Daniels of the Enterprise. He's here too. You know, that K-check guy? He's Kovac? Yeah, Kovac. He's actually, he was on the Enterprise E. And he was also on the Enterprise in the classic era. That's who that guy is. Yeah. Anyway, well, he sent for me, so I came here to give you this information. Yeah. Some people will be arriving shortly. Yes.
Oh, hi, Dad. Hi, Mom.
What? I don't have any kids. Who would I have kids with?
Okay, Caleb, who have you been sleeping with? Without me. Disgusting.
Oh, hi, Mom. You're funny. It'll be explained later.
Years later, actually. I'm a traveler. Yes. From the other place. Woo! Yes. The others wanted to send you a message. Knowledge. Information. As a thank you. Oh my god. She's telling the truth. She is our daughter. How? Huh. When did we... Oh no, the aliens. That must be it, the aliens.
Oh no, it appears they were fruitful and multiplied.
Hello, distant cousin. Been a long time. Oh no, the Borg ladies.
Well, if you haven't figured it out yet, Kester Riker is your ancestor, obviously. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna be going now, before I reveal anything more about the past to the future. Yeah, bye-bye. But live long and prosper. Yes.
I'll see you both around the galaxy, somewhere. But first, the knowledge I was going to impart. To be able to have the Federation explore out into the galaxy once more. Star charts, maps, all kinds of stuff like that. Timey-wimey stuff. It'll help you on your journeys to rebuilding the Federation, the way it was meant to be. For knowledge, the stars. See you around. Captain Tilly, have fun. Caleb Muir, you've got some explaining to do.
I can't explain it, Captain. I really can't. They're aliens from that time travel thing. Wow.
Yeah, oh boy. Well, let's go back to base. Signal the Athena that we found everybody. Let's go home. Yeah, let's go home.
This data that it was amassed, there's incalculable gigaquads of it. It's amazing. It'll take us a century more to look it all over. Fascinating.
I wonder if the aliens managed to make us reproduce. That'd be interesting. What if they did? Oh, that's right, you're a robot now. It probably wouldn't have worked. Unless they made an android, or something.
Well, no, that wouldn't make any sense unless they built some of us. Maybe they did. Well, maybe we'll find out. I don't know.
Let's get going before this becomes too much even for me.
2 days may dream away the nights. 2 nights may dream away the time. On the Chimera ship's plaque of the original Chimera. It's Shakespeare, I think. Midsummer Night's Dream.
Life is not a dream. Let's go. Helmsman, take us ahead. Like Starfleet. Engage. Dun, 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 dun.